Twitter is testing alerts to remind you about alt text. Let's talk about it. Welcome to Clean Tech, home of daily technology news and reviews, and today we're going to be talking about Twitter and more specifically an update on it. Today's video is brought to you by Clean Phone. More on them at the end of the video. So Twitter is testing alerts to remind you to add alt text to images. Let's jump right in. Twitter will begin testing a long-awaited accessibility feature, more specifically reminders to add alternative text, or alt text for short, to image posts. Now, what exactly is alt text, you might be wondering? Alt text is a written description of what's in an image and why it's important. People who use screen readers like blind and low vision users depend on alt text to understand tweets that contain a picture. Think memes, screenshots of headlines, flyers for events, and more. Currently, anyone can write and add alt text for photos and GIFs they upload to Twitter, but it's not required, and it takes a few clicks to add. So, as an example, on screen over here, we got this picture posted. Let's say this was posted on Twitter. So this text that you see, illustration by Alex, that will be the alt text, and that's basically text that the screen reader can read to let the person know, okay, here's what's happening in the picture. That's pretty much it in a nutshell. Twitter spokesperson Shaki Amdu says the feature will launch and starting with a small group of users on iOS and Android on launch and web, with a wide rollout planned in the coming weeks. The feature is opt-in, and users will be able to turn on or off the toggle in the settings. Amdu says the reminder will appear as a pop-up before a photo is posted without alt text, similar to the pop-up that encourages users to read an article before retweeting it. We actually have a screenshot representation of it on the side, so this is what the pop-up or the alert will look like. Don't forget to make your image accessible. Good image descriptions, concise yet detailed. Be sure to summarize or write out any text in the image itself. Your description makes Twitter accessible to people with disabilities and everyone who wants more context. So along those lines, that's pretty much what alt text does. You can turn off this reminder in accessibility settings. Blind users and accessibility activists have asked for alt text reminders for some time, among other features that would make the platform more usable for people with disabilities. Makes sense. In April, Twitter introduced an alt text badge, a small ALT, all caps, marking in the corner of images and GIFs that contain alt text. The badge makes it easier for everyone, not just people using screen readers, to find and view the description added. Prior to the badge, finding alt text could be difficult without a screen reader. Now, when users click the alt text badge, the added description appears in a pop-up, which is, needless to say, is very convenient. And any of the articles that we publish here at Clean Tech, whether it's on our websites, whether we're talking about our Medium posts, we always make sure to add alt text in there for further context, because guys, there are people out there who rely on screen readers, and in order to get the full understanding or the context behind any publication, whether it's a post, whether it's an article, whether it's an image, a GIF, whatever it may so be, they rely heavily on those screen readers to actually understand exactly what's going on. And I feel like that's just something that everyone should make as a best practice. If you're doing something like that, like posting online, just add the text in there. I mean, literally it takes 2 seconds. If you're making a post, chances are you probably have like some description of it already, and you can just copy that and paste that as the alt text. And I feel like that is a drop a day, you make an ocean kind of a thing. And I feel like everybody should get on that ride and actually just play their part and contribute, because at the end of the day, if enough people do it, it's obviously going to become the norm, and eventually, like, pretty much every single picture on the internet, which is I understand, it sounds like a stretch, but it is very well possible that every single picture, or most pictures, they have alt text on them, so that not just people who rely on screen readers, but pretty much anyone who wants to get further depth or context on exactly what's going on in the image, they can just at a glance quickly do that. But yeah, that's just me. Let me know your thoughts about it down in the comment section below. Clean Phone is the perfect phone for your kids because it allows you to manage everything on the phone remotely. It has tons of amazing features, such as easily allowing you to pick and choose which apps and games your child can use, provides you access to active phone monitoring, including SMS and phone call usage, allows you to control how long and how often your kids can use apps or the internet. You can even check their call and SMS logs, including inbound and outbound calls and messages, and is the perfect way to manage their screen time. Check them out in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day.